Hello, Malcolm Lovejoy, Adam You, I'm in the Supreme. 5 minutes of love for you, just because that's what you might need. Thank you to everyone who comes here today. Thank you to everyone who watched my video yesterday and the day before. Hope that just good energy is circulating around you, or that unpleasant energy is leaving you soon. You know, keep the faith. Believe me, it's just a little longer. But yeah, I don't want to miss too much of the reading because this is good stuff. And 5 minutes, you got to get through it. So yesterday we were talking about the attorney that was talking to these people who interviewed some gigolos. So he says, we're not even going to read the names. Just going to go back and forth. And actually, it's going to become pretty apparent when gender becomes an issue. I digress. We understand that you represent some people who own or operate escort agencies. Quite a few. Are they generally catering to women or catering to men? Both. Everything under the sun. Do you represent companies that are just in Massachusetts? No. Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, Maine, Massachusetts. How do agencies protect themselves from prosecution? Well, when you go to work for them, they have you sign their documents saying there will be no drugs, no alcohol, and no sex in order to show to the escort. If an arrest is made, the agency will say, we don't know anything about this. And they're covered because of the document that was signed. All the escort agencies do this. It's pretty much standard procedure. So if a woman calls up and asks for a male escort and then sex is involved in the exchange of money, the individual will be prosecuted, not the agency? Right. What normally happens is that the cops will get a policewoman to go undercover and pose as a customer. After the date, she gives an affidavit and the police get a search warrant and go to the headquarters where the agency is set up and seize all the records. They'll build the case from there. How heavily are the police involved in the agencies? I represent the largest escort agency service on the East Coast. Their biggest clients are the United States Federal Marshal Service and the State Department. I wonder if that will shock your readers. Do the same people run agencies from state to state? Well, they're not necessarily the same people, but the agencies seem to all be interconnected. They all know each other. Not surprising. They send guys and girls up from here in Miami. They go from here to New York. And this is not organized crime either. With most agencies, do you know how they have it set up as far as splitting an escort's fee? Depends on each agency. True. Is there a standard in the business? No. But the competition is what determines its standard. The agencies I've represented have charged 40%. The escort takes home 60%. Of the agencies you represent, how long has the oldest one been around? Like forever. 15 years. Time moves differently in the sex world. Trust me. How big are they? Huge. How many guys do they have working? 150. Ooh. Is it as a dirty business as people seem to think, or is that a misconception? It depends. It can be filthy, it can be wild, and it can be extremely profitable. What type of people are working as escorts? The big one that I represent has teachers, secretaries, probation officers, police officers, executive vice presidents of major banks, a president of a chamber of commerce. Ooh, working as escorts. Just get that clearly again. Secretaries, teachers, probation officers, police officers, executive vice presidents of major banks, president of a chamber of commerce as escorts. Wouldn't you know? These are the people who are working as escorts. As I repeat, yes. She reiterates the question, and he says, yes, they are working as escorts. Now, it's not illegal to advertise as an escort, right? No. Let's be clear. Escorting is not illegal. Prostitution is. Escorting someone to an event is perfectly legal. The sexual activity is what is illegal. Let's say I reach for the phone and call an escort agency. They send over Steven. It turns out that I don't want him just for dinner. I want him overnight. Okay, the police come in. We're busted. What happens to me? I'm the woman who hired him. Probably nothing. They can arrest you under the John law. It's usually $100 fine. They can arrest you, they usually don't. They arrest the person that's prostituting? Right. Wait a minute. Just what is entrapment? I mean, if you're the escort and someone comes to you and makes a deal to have sex, let's say I'm trying to get to the escort. I say, I want to have sex. How much is it? As soon as you say $300, you're under arrest. We'll just stop there for the day because this is when it's getting juicy. But I hope love is surrounding you. I hope love is touching you. I hope love is meeting you. I hope love is seeing you. Until the next time we spend a moment, have a lovely day. Have a peaceful day. Take care.